talk about area of circle. Let's go over our last lesson over circumference. The circumference of a bicycle wheel is 33 inches. How would you find the diameter of the wheel? Do you remember when we talked about RDC? RDC stands for radius, diameter, circumference. To turn a radius to a diameter, you double it, because a diameter is double a radius. To find a circumference from a diameter, you multiply by 3.14 or you multiply it by pi, because circumference is about 3 times the diameter. But to break it down from circumference to diameter, you divide by 3.14. To turn a diameter to a radius, you divide by 2, because a radius is half of a diameter. So here it says the circumference is 33, and you want to turn it to a diameter. So you're breaking it down. So you're dividing by 3.14 is g. Another way to see it is this way, using a formula. Circumference is 33 pi d. I know that I want to find a diameter. I need to get rid of. What's the opposite operation of multiply? Divide by pi. Divide by pi. Cancel. So diameter is 33 divided by pi. So today you're going to be estimating. You are given a circle. Each one of these square represents a unit of the square. So how many square units do you see in this circle? We can sit here and estimate. So I know there's 4 parts to it, 4 quarters of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 whole. Let's see. This and this makes 23, I believe. 24, about 25, 26, 27. I'll say 28. This quadrant has about 28, and this one will have 28, this one will have 28, this one will have 28. So 28 times 4 is 112, if I had to make an estimate. An estimate is 112. But you know what? Let's go find the answer now. What's the length of the radius? The length of the radius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The length of the radius is 6 centimeters. So there are 100. So my estimate there are 112 square centimeters in there. There's a formula. To find the area of a circle, you multiply. A equals pi r squared. What it means is you multiply pi by the radius and you square the radius. Another way to think of it is pi times radius, because radius times radius is r radius squared. So pi is pi, the radius is 6, and what is the square of 6? So 6 squared is 36. So the radius is 6, the other radius is 6, so 6 times 6 is 36. So what is 36 pi? So it's up to us. Do we want to use pi as 3, or do we want to use the exact 3.14? If I decide to use pi of 3, 36 times 3 is 108. If I decided to use 3.14, which is pi, 3.14 times 36 is 24, carry 2 is 8. That's 18, that's 12, carry 1, that's 4, that's 9, 4, 10, carry 1, 13, carry 1, 113 at 4 hundredths. Hey, that was not bad at all. I said it was about 112, and it's 113 and 4 hundredths. I only missed it by one square. That's pretty good. That's actually really, really good. I'm just shocked by how accurate I was. So to find the area of a circle, the formula is area. A is area. Pi is either 3 or 3.14. R stands for radius, and you square the radius. So for example, you have a circle that has a diameter of 20 centimeters from end to end. What would the radius be of this? Remember, radius is half of a diameter, so the radius is 10. So the formula for area of circle is pi times r squared. Is pi times the radius times the radius. Remember, radius to the power 2, radius squared is this one. So 3.14, the radius is 10, the other radius is 10. So what's 10 times 10? 100. Times pi is 3.14. If I multiply this, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3, 3, 1, 4, 0, 0. The area of this circle would be 314 squared centimeters. This is a circle. Find how many square units are covered by the area. That's me. I'm covering it up, so I want to find the area of it. Well, here's the center. The radius is 5 units. So what's the formula again? Oh, pi r squared. So we have pi. What's the radius? 5 squared. What is 5 squared? So you can think of it as a square right here. Right here is a square. What's 5 squared? It is 25 times pi. So what do we want to use pi as? We can use 3.14 or 3. If I use 3, 25 times 3, it'd be estimated, it'd be 75. If I had to use 3.14, then it will be 826,015. 78 and 50 squared units. So the exact area, there are exactly 78 and 52 hundredths squares in this picture. But if I wanted to estimate, it would be about 75. So find the area of each circle. So again, what's the formula? Area equal pi r squared. So this is a picture of a radius. So the radius is 6. We have to square it. What is the square of 6? 6 and 6 is 6 times 6 is 36 pi. So if I use 3 for pi, that would be 108 squared units. Oh, actually, it'd be squared inches. If I use 3.14 instead of 3, 3.14 times 36, that'd be 24 carried to 2 is 8, 18, 12 carried to 1 is 4, 9, 4, 10 carried to 1, 13. 113 and 400 squared inches. What happens if you have this question right here? This is a picture of a diameter. But again, to find the area of a circle is pi r squared. So what would the radius from the center to the edge be? It would be 7. So what is 7 squared? 49 pi. For pi, do you want to use 3 or 3.14? I'm going to use 3. So 49 times 3 is 147 square centimeters. If I use 49, instead of pi, I want to use 3.14 for pi instead of 3, then what is 3.14 times 49? That'd be 36 carried to 3, it'd be 9, 10, 12 carried to 1, 28. This is 16 carried to 1, that's 5, that's 12. Add up 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 carried to 1, 5. It would be 153 and 8600 squared centimeter. That's the area of this circle if you're using an exact number. I'll go this one. There's a sprinkler system in the Harris front yard. How many of you ever have a sprinkler system and then just shoots, spray. So it sprays in a circular fashion. If the sprinkler sprays a distance of 20 feet, so that means the radius would be 20 feet. How much grass is being watered? Again, what's the area of a circle? Pi r squared. The radius is 20 squared pi. So what is 20 squared? What's 20 times 20? That's 400 pi. If I want to estimate pi as 3, 400 times 3 would be 1,200 square feet of water. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of land. That's almost like the blueprints of one home. Well, kind of. A one-story home, that is. Or two-story. Let's look at this one. I think this is a very good question. Find the area of the shaded region below. What can you tell me about this? This is a semicircle. This is not a full circle. It's half of a circle. So how do you find area of a circle again? Pi r squared. But since this is a semicircle, only half of a circle, I'm going to divide by 2. Or I could do half of this number. Remember, half and divide by 2 is the exact same thing. So we have pi. What's the radius from here to here? Remember, 40 is here. Radius is half of a diameter.
Building. Please come to Dr. Rice's office, Karen. Thank you.
So pi r squared divided by 2. So the radius is 20 squared divided by 2. What is 20 squared? 20 squared is 400 pi over 2. And it said use pi as 3. So 400 times 3 is 1200. Divided by 2 is 600 centimeters squared. So that is the area of the semicircle. In a semicircle, you find a radius, which is 20. You square it, then times pi. You get 1200. But since this is a semicircle, we have to divide by 2 or do half of that number. That's why it's 600. So let's answer a question like this. A circle, I need to draw a picture. It really does help me out. A circle has a diameter of 6/10 meters. Mark each statement below as true or false. Its radius is 3/10. A radius is half. Oh, that's true. That is definitely true. Its circumference is 1 8/10 pi meters long. How do you find circumference again? That's the distance around it. Oh, it's 2 pi r. So 2 is 2, pi is pi. The radius is 3/10. 2 groups of 3/10 is 6/10 pi. False. Its area is 9/10 pi square meter. So how do you find area of a circle? Pi r squared. So you have pi. What's the radius? 3/10 times 3/10. What's 3/10 times 3/10? 3 times 3 is 9. So it'd be 9/100. Wait, 3/10. It'd be 9/100. It'll be 9/100 pi. That is false. Because pi, the radius is 3/10. 3 times 3. See, I almost got tricked here. I was going to say 9/10. Remember, when we multiply a tenth by a tenth, it's hundreds. So that is false. So the main thing about this lesson is we learn how to find area of a circle. To find the area of a circle, you multiply pi times radius squared. Or another way to do it is pi times radius. So once you know the radius, you just square that number times pi. For pi, you may either use 3 or 3.14. So this is area of circles.